EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the outskirts of the nation's capital. It's Northwest Stadium in Landover, the home of the Commanders. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's our visiting team and the Washington Commanders.
McPherson set to kick off.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. Evan McPherson getting this one started. Off we go from Northwest Stadium. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
Viking 18. Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Warriors 17.
Ready from the shotgun. They'll throw to get this one started. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
I like this. Right out of the gate, finding ways to get the running backs involved early in the passing game. What that does throughout the rest of the game, Mike, is those linebackers, their drops don't get quite as deep. Those secondary defenders don't get quite as deep. So you know what it opens up down the road? Big-time shots downfield.
Ready? Let's go. Cougar 19.
They'll run with the second-round pick in the April draft. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Just shy of midfield. Here's second and 5.
18, 5 in.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down.
Get it. And quick go. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Ready,
They'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle. This one is complete. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
Panther 60, Panther 60. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Dragon 60. Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. He's got his man right side. It's complete. And he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line. They convert with a gain of 15.
Oftentimes in the NFL, Mike, blitzing a good quarterback can kind of be feast or famine, because what you do is you actually speed up their process of identifying the open target. So in this case, it's an underneath safety outlet, but the reason he went there so fast is because he was triggered to that target from the blitz.
will give on the ground. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
By number 6. He's tackled at the 29-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go now. 60 by 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 60 Maverick, Panther 11, Panther 11.
Receiver in motion, headed left. Blitz coming, he'll throw it. That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers. And he will score. Brock Bowers. Touchdown Tigers. That touchdown, number 11 on the year. Cam Little comes on now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the visitors will take a 7-0 lead. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. He'll take it in at the goal line. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line. Throwing right away is Allen. He gets this to the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And he's going to be taken down inside the 40-yard line. So a big one there to start the drive. A pickup of 44 yards.
How about that for your first catch of the game? I mean, to be able to attack the defense with your very first grab really sets things up nicely for the rest of the game. So defensively, they need to tighten up a little bit on the back end, because I promise you that's not going to be the last time they call his number.
He'll work forward for a couple. That's John Campbell getting in there to make the play.
Pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 7. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. That one to the sideline is over everybody, but now a penalty flag will come in. They may get him for grounding. The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long.
Alert, alert, 56, 56.
From the gun, it's Allen. He's going to let this one go deep. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down. The Commanders about to send this one away. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. And no chance to down this one. He carries deep into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, start. 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
Thrown quickly on the RPO to Bowers. And he'll wind up getting about 7 yards as he is forced out of bounds.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2.
Cougar 19. Timberwolves.
Back to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start. And a loss of yards on the play.
Brings up third and
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. 70 Lions.
They'll throw here on third and short yardage. Gets that one complete to his tight end Bowers. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His third catch goes for a first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball. Give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
79 Broncos. Trap 60, trap 60. Steady.
Play clock nearly expires as they set up to throw.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end.
And he's open middle of the field. It is caught. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. A gain there of 20. That's enough for a first down.
Dragon 60.
They'll look to throw yet again. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. Down at the 12. It's first and 10.
60 Eagles. Panther 60, Panther 60. Check, hurt.
He'll get this out wide. And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice game, though, on first down. A pickup of 7.
Out of bounds down at the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
On the set.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Ready. Lightning 18. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Cup 19, Panther 11, Panther 11.
That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Elijah Arroyo. Touchdown, Honolulu. That his 2nd TD catch of the season. Here's Cam Little for the PAT. His kick is good. And the visitors move out on top, 14-0.
Commanders nothing. Cam Little to kick off.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10. From the gun, Josh Allen. And now he's got a man open deep downfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. A big play there for Washington. 31 yards. So after one, plenty of scoring already. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this.
Stop. 56. Half. Half 85.
Now Allen on first down. Going downfield, right side, and it's caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Commanders.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession two. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
This fielded at about the 9. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40.
Their own 41-yard line.
Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. 16 yards on the game. And a quick first down.
At the 44-yard line.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Check smash. Go.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
The receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Mustang 19.
They'll send Worthy in motion. Now they'll set up to throw. Look wide. Get this run complete. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. His 50th reception on the season. And he's got a first down to go with it.
And after being shut down in the opening quarter, he makes his first catch here with that one. And they're going to need to continue to build off this if they plan on leaving here today with a win.
They'll come up here first and 10.
Deputy! Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 19 tight, 19 tight. Cup 19, Cup 19. Steady.
They'll look to throw again. That's a short one, caught by Bowers. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
Steady.
Little quick pass to the receiver heading right. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12.
Cowboy, press on 80.
Quick throw there on the RPO is broken up. And no time to get the separation there. And the incompletion is going to bring up third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
18 Cardinals. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. And it'll be 4th and goal coming up.
Cam Little for the field goal.
Oh, looked like he mishit it. He missed that one from short range. No good. And this is going to remain a one-possession game.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
Half 85. That's your man. That's your man. Middle. Hey, home.
To throw on 1st and 10, Allen. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
319. Middle. Half. Alert! What's that?
On 2nd down, Allen. That's to the left side where he's got Kincaid. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. Now he'll air one out. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Returnable from the 17. And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down.
Dragon 6. Here we go. Stack. Bronco 80. 65 catch. 65 catch.
They'll send a tight end in motion.
Steady.
Back to throw here to begin the drop. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
It's a gain of 16.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
70. Panther 60. Panther 60. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Buffalo 18. Steady.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. He'll go right and find his running back, and he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion, These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
From the 46, here's second and a yard.
Cowboy 80. 7 Pirates.
Man in motion, heading left.
Go.
Blitz coming, he'll throw it. The second down throw is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
On the ready.
They'll empty out the backfield as they come up for third and a yard. We'll try and set up the tight end screen. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
That's good for a Honolulu first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Trap 50. Trap 60. Lightning 18.
Back to the air one more time. Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete. Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers. And it'll bring up second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in second and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up the key third down?
He's going to be taken down at about the 30. That's catch 3 just on this drop. And it gets his team a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll send Worthy in motion. A handoff as they try to run it here. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
1-yard gain brings up second and 9.
Quick throw, going to be caught by Worthy. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. And that will be a first down.
18-yard line.
Warriors 70, 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. That is caught. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the first down.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with first and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards. Now, this offense could use the first of their timeouts. And it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. That's complete on the tight end screen. To the goal line and in. Elijah Arroyo. Touchdown, Honolulu. His second touchdown of this first half.
You know, he spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. Well, let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
Tigers 21, Commanders 7.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. He's going to let back to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision as this ball comes out to the 35. first and 10, it's Allen. Down the field, it's caught on that left sideline. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their second. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle.
And you know defensively, when you go up against an offense of this caliber, Mike, you're going to have to defend against those deep shots. That's a big part of what this offense is built upon. So that's a nice job attacking and defending downfield, and they're able to force the incomplete pass.
A 59-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good. And the Commanders cut the deficit a bit. The new score is now 21-10.
Cam Little to kick off.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. And he will not attempt a return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line. Allen going to throw on first and 10. The throw here is complete. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. After that play, we have one of the Commanders who is down. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches.
Alert, alert, alert! Pass 85, pass 85. Stay tight,
Handoff here, up the middle, and he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a first down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
Set to go now on first and 10.
Brown 8. Regular, 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 regular. Alert! Middle. Half 10. Stop, 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 stop. What's that?
From the gun, it's Allen. Throwing right, it's taken in. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
On the pickup, brings up second and 2 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42 now, here's second and 2. From the gun, throw here for Allen. That's going to be incomplete. Good run. The defender bodied his man up, wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down. Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there. And it's going to bring up a third down. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. 16-yard pickup on that one. Good for a Commander's first down.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at three situations. Can you run the ball in the fourth quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations? I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early,
and he will power his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Now Allen and his offense preparing to go for 2.
The Commanders will line up for the two-point conversion.
Throwing now from the gun. That is hot. And they get the two-point conversion.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
On the jump. 65 cat. Here we go. Here we go. Hawk. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Thrown quickly on the RPO to Ballard. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
15 yards.
Cup 19.
First down.
Buffalo 18.
Receiver in motion. Going right. Got a man over the middle. It's Worthy. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. How about this sequence to start the drive? Back-to-back good gains. 19 for this one.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. 18. Pioneer.
Back to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity. But with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
2nd and 10.
52. Let's go.
The RPO. That one is complete. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down.
Nice job there, getting the ball to your slot receiver and then letting him get to work. It's a nice feeling as a quarterback when you can just have a short throw still result in a big game.
1st and 10.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Come on. Come on. 19. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
They'll send Worthy in motion.
Pick up.
They'll look to throw yet again. No one open. He'll drop to his running back. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
A gain of 15. And a Honolulu first down.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Mustang 19. 79 Broncos.
They'll put a receiver in motion right. They'll look to throw again. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
That is caught at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's first and goal coming up.
First down. First and goal.
They'll send Worthy in motion. He pulls it in around the 5. And he'll take it on in. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Tigers. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
18.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. And he's got it at the 1. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Get this out wide, and he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
It's a gain of 9.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
From the 35, here's second down and a yard. From the gun, Josh Allen. A short throw caught by Kincaid. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
Now Allen on first down. A high throw over the middle that's taken in. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. After that play, we have one of the Commanders who is down. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Alert! 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 180! What's that?
Throwing again. It's Allen. That's complete. He's got it to Trey Harris. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. First time they've looked his way all game long, but he comes through with the grab and a first down. To throw again, it's Allen. This is two. And he's in. Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown, Commanders. McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Commanders are back within a field goal. The lead is 3. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
First down. At their own 29-yard line.
Lions. Here we go. Here we go. 71, 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This caught right side by Worthy. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Panthers, here we go. Stack.
Fourth quarter begins on the ground. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
From the 50, he'll set him to throw. Inside the 20. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Honolulu. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Makes the score Tigers 35, Commanders 24.
Following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. And no return here. This is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
On first down, Allen. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
To the air. On second down, here's Allen. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they got to get some defensive stops.
To throw on first and 10, Allen. Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out for a moment. Again, it's Allen to the air. First down throw there is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. Allen to throw again. Pass complete, right side to Kincaid. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. Up the middle they go. And he will score. Game on. Touchdown, Washington. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the fourth quarter.
32.
So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
Ready, break.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. First comes, they're setting up the screen. Oh, and he is deep hit on that one. Picked up, thrown down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll look to throw. Open man downfield. He's got his tight end, Bowers. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for first and 10.
First down. A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Tigers.
Now they'll set up to throw. They'll try to hit him with a screen. This one could be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield.
Tackled back at the 30-yard line.
Cowboy 80. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Back to the air one more time. That will make third down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one.
Number 6.
This guy's really starting to roll now. I mean, his involvement in the passing game just continues to pick up. And Until the defense identifies him as a pass threat, I expect this quarterback to keep looking his way.
Third and 7.
18, right here.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
Just a brutal mistake there, Mike. I mean, they have a chance to put a late scoring drive together and increase their lead. But now with that interception, all the momentum shifts to their opponents, and now they got to rely on their defense to hopefully get a stop and get them the ball back.
Regular. 56.
They'll throw on first down with Allen. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
That one is complete. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Third and 8.
From the gun, here is Allen. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. He's got his man, and that's Kincaid. And he's going to have a Commanders first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving, and then some.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's first and 10. He'll run, and he'll work forward to about 3. It's second down.
Taken down at the 11-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
They'll drop to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he's got another one. Touchdown, Commanders. That is 3 touchdowns in this one. And he's up to 11 on the season. McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Commanders have taken a 4-point advantage.
39. Tigers 35.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Now return coming from the 7. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Here's 1st and 10.
Dragon 60. Come on. Ready.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's a short one. Caught by Bowers.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
On the jump.
They'll come up now for 2nd down.
15, 5 in. Get up.
Back to throw. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. Now this offense can use the first of their timeouts. Stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. This one complete right side. Here's 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the
60
44-yard
Bobcat.
line.
60 Bobcat.
Now another timeout called by this offense. They have 1 remaining. As the clock is stopped with 21 seconds to go in the game.
Mustang 19. Deputy. 6. Panther 11. Panther 11. 19 Lion. 70 Rangers.
They'll send a man in motion left. They'll look to throw again. Over the middle. That's the tight end, Bowers. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
Pressure time, no timeouts to stop the clock as they get set here for a big 1st down.
18.
They'll look to throw yet again. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
Great job there defensively separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. That is incomplete. So the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time.
Oh, and a pressure there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down. So it's a win here for the Commanders.